Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
नेट की स्पीड अच्छी है। बहुत ज़्यादा चल ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। ठीक है
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow. Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
कैसा है भाई? मस्त यार। तू कैसा है ब्रो?
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
डॉग के लगाई है, नया डॉग दिख रहा है लैपटॉप पे। कितना टाइम का है? कितना टाइम हो गया है डॉग के साथ? 1 साल ना, 1 साल तक नहीं हुआ। 6 years old now। पुराने पे लगा है, इसके बचपन की है। कौन सा लगा है?
Need the plan. Surge. A moonlit night for all. Hey!
Make sure we're closer.
Let's see what you're made of.
लैब क्रॉस का रिकॉर्ड कर। सही है।
No more lies.
रेक्विएम खेला? हाँ खेला रेक्विएम। प्यारा है भाई, प्यारा। अभी मेरा एक और प्ले थ्रू चल रहा है उसमें, इंसानिटी वाला। खेलेंगे वो भी इनफाइनाइट एमओ के साथ। मेरी आवाज बहुत लो है, गेम ज्यादा हो गया है। आवाज लो है, गेम ज्यादा हो गया है। देख अब आ रहा है बराबर? सॉरी, अभी आ रहा है बराबर? थोड़ा सा ही चेंज किया, ज्यादा नहीं। तूने खेला रेक्विएम? कैसा लगा? इनफाइनाइट एमोस अनलॉक किया?
Ah, Miss Yelan from...
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
एग्जाम चल रहा है।
Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Hey! Are you just messing with Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon...
So you knew we were coming all along?
एग्जाम चल रहे थे।
Anticipating
अभी
your
खेलना?
arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another.
And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted him enough to tell him the truth about our plan. And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement,
हाँ खेलो।
the first thing he would do
मस्त है भाई।
is bring us here.
How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table? Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
भाई गेम रिक्वेस्ट करूँ हॉलो नाइट? हाँ मेरे पास हॉलो नाइट है, ये रखा है, खेलना है उसको भी।
Yes, might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present.
Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have
खेला
gotten
नहीं है
their
बेटा?
hands on some
Start
kind
किया है
of
बस।
weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire. Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, we've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them, until their most recent
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from. And it...
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab them?
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. And in return, we won't do anything to undermine the expo.
All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. It's the entire purpose of an event like this. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the
ये बंदी
seller
डेनारी को
and
कुछ
the
लगती है क्या
buyer,
नाना?
so we
अरे वो
have
भी
a
डेंडो
duty
यूजर
to
है, इसलिए
uphold
ग्रीन है
that
वो।
principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches.
You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Let's think about this.
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh?
Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside of the expo's scope, I would have no right to interfere.
Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed.
I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all operations.
We have a deal.
Crazy.
Then you have my thanks
क्या
in
वो
advance.
डेंड्रो इस पे ग्रीन है यार, डेंड्रो पे ग्रीन नहीं रहेगा तो मजा नहीं आएगा ना.
Looks like negotiations are a success.
It's the best
वैसे अभी तो
outcome I
लेआउट
could
वो
have
ज्यादा
asked
अच्छा दिख
for.
रहा है कि नीचे वाला
I
ब्लर नहीं होना
appreciate
चाहिए.
the
नीचे वाला भी
help,
बिल्कुल
Traveler.
क्लियर होना चाहिए कि ब्लर वाला ज्यादा बेटर है.
In that case, do me one more favor, would
सुपर
you?
चैट कब अनलॉक होती है?
When this is all over, I want to hear the real story behind everything
3000
that goes
watching hours में
down.
अभी तक हो जानी चाहिए यार. मैं बहुत टाइम से स्ट्रीम ढंग से कर नहीं रहा हूँ. पता है मैं महीने में बहुत मुश्किल से 10 बार स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ मैंने चूतियापंती कर रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ पे. हंसने वाली बात नहीं होती. खराब साला.
Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go check in with Yelan and Chevres.
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our product to these discerning young customers.
Paimon thought you were here for some... you know...
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on. Time to go.
Oh, do we have to?
Ah, don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work. Okay?
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action.
How much would it cost?
Not a single more.
Really?
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it?
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see a playground.
If you're worried about safety, I could...
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway,
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret,
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh. Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except
You never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the...
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on, there's no...
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere...
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think?
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get...
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened. And whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our...
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but... that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents.
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in...
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
Ha! Let's do the...
Can't hide the truth.
Gajabbejjati. Capable enough, but not exactly the brightest candle in the box. I doubt he has the nerve to stick his neck out.
There he is!
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack.
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates. Because most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumidus Harbor. So that seems to check out.
What are you trying?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover...
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one up there are children around. Trying to escape? Nope, not this way. Had enough? Then turn around! Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day! Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I say
A special patrol uniform.
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes save the best for last.
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was...
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Wow! Navia is
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula can mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for high...
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Yes, that means the operation was a success!
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is...
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium...
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan...
Excuse me? Are you the Traveler? Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue.
Oh no! Did something happen?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details.
Then let's get a move on!
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse? Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time, all right? All right. You've got this.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation.
A theft? How did that...
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this
Beidou? Wait, that
let me...
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored, but when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all—
And each ballista is super dangerous!
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon—
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative. Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy.
I know, it's just... Miss Yehoda... What do you three...
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehoda for help, but then we...
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do some...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez! The guild is never gonna recover from this!
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding... If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse. Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn?
Got it! Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though.
No, of course not, but...
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do.
I guess we're...
Take these kids to the cure.
Will do!
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nachan not too long ago.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just... About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the high... The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted but before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashvapati wouldn't. No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of
I'm sorry. All we...
So, what?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible...
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now. The most
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer.
We just got word from Yeahlan. Looks like...
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weapons.
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just...
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is, but if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too.
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people Really? The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can jump. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle...
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yeahlan then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, Mitt.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit...
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we...
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer...
Then, let's all do...
Stop right there!
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead. These records look suspicious.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very...
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were all... The one time they slipped up, they broke the case wide open. We found a cargo...
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by...
So...
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes?
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going.
Wait!
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass...
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession?
Oh...
Something isn't adding...
That's a question for an...
This situation seems...
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, that would seem to be our...
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the YeahBoi, you certainly live up to... I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So... It all started with a Kshatriya researcher. Expelled from the academia, he had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert...
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks.
Now you're talking like desert folk.
What would I do?
Gather foods, guard our water source, just like everyone else. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to...
All I know is...
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones. I believe the essence of Kshatriya research is embodied in my lifelong goal. So I might have...
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
Hi.
True, but when...
Overkill.
Our group is lucky. Plus, we're pretty... All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. There are plenty...
I see.
I've heard...
You mean, like...
Yes, if you...
All right, then. And just like that, a Kshatriya scholar at the cutting edge... It got boring, looking back now. I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then... Those despicable people... Don't rush me.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their...
Send the gem?
Well, we have a right... You hated this because I knew you abandoned...
I heard they joined another band of...
Chief, should we drive him off? I'd like to see you try...
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to... All that matters.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. And so, normal life continued. I often felt, as far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology, but I was able to design. Somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis must have caught wind of it.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but...
I do mind, actually.
Rumor is, you used to be a...
What do you want?
I want a team. The rules and red tape that got you... But what...
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can... We've always had a...
You want to sell?
It's a win-win.
I
understand what these people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean...
You've made a bad name for yourself around here.
Well, it's your... So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your...
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased... So, your cash is king. That's...
Fine.
I'm done.
What are you talking about?
I know what the weapon...
An accomplice.
Can't you sell more?
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it... Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust.
What was that? No. Kaim was... How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies.
You sold weapons to his...
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's...
It was only later that I found out. I didn't chase after... But once the weapons died, in the end, despite all the burning and now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read, too. So, I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, back then...
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Notcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promise...
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now.
Ashvapati.
It's been a while, Senegem.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait.
Oh, I think that might take a while.
No. There's no...
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be... If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation...
So now what?
No. The authorities can have your men.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like... Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years. But it looks like you still got it.
After everything that...
Because what's the alternative? After Kaim was at took... What you should have learned is... In the desert my people live... Just look at me.
You think everyone is...
A lowlife? You're talking to...
Are you...
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine, but if you want me...
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army.
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive.
Yes, that's the plan.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes...
Hold it right there, all of you!
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I...
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad...
YeahBoi, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them!
What is it you feel you need to atone?
You're from Liyue, right? Surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me?
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people...
Time is running out.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intersect! On my signal! Fire!
But how?
Fireworks show? Oh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business!
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so...
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some... I know. Considering the alternative...
What do you think they did with YeahBoi in the end? Let's go ask them for an update.
Great! Now that we are on the other side...
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to As for you. Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing...
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nashat.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against YeahBoi. He stays here, and in return, you don't...
Deal.
Huh. It went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
Uncle YeahBoi.
They told us the whole story.
But...
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe the way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly.
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well.
Looks like you're...
I guess, but... even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and...
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real YeahBoi was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
Are you...
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you...
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lot. Sure. We could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then?
Where there's Mora, there's always a way.
Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for this.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales.
Sure can.
Huh?
Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone, created by none other than the renowned mage, Alice. Simply plant it in the ground, and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself, and she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy. Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work. I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed.
Deal!
Hooray!
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
If you want to drum up some business, all you gotta do is holler, and everyone on the first... Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guarantees that Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you,
Your point being?
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Yehoda hopes we will return the favor.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets it.
Okay, how do we do that?
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hallway for you.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from window glare and sits at optimal proximity. By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most enjoyable dessert sampling experience.
Is this your idea?
Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to consider. What's going on? Yehoda looks upset.
All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a great spot for your
technicals,
this year's expo is way bigger than ever before. Which means there's definitely gonna be more shenanigans going down too. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone at the expo into compliance or something. As the manager.
If things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report it to Never?
Well, yes, technically speaking. But if remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random nobody. Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly, but apparently, they at least have the guts to The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with anything that isn't strictly to do with the expo, so the whole not that I regret what I did, but jeez, YeahHoi, you sure know how to make life harder for yourself.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like we... Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
Agreed. This option meets YeahHoida's requirement for an expo-wide intimidation strategy.
The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
This little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a To activate the switch, you just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Nodcry that you won't be able to handle.
Really? So what actually happens when you act?
You'll find out if it comes to it. But I'm only letting you use it once, so you better save it for when you really need it.
Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it.
Watch out, YeahHoida!
Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to... Hey! You 3! What are you doing?
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally, Rhea came to mediate between them.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much more.
I just wanted to have a look.
Guys, seriously!
Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford... I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too,
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind...
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair. You want a blue?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too. I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating some snacks to take your mind off things, but it doesn't...
Exactly! But what can I do?
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right?
Really?
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Crunka...
Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop.
Huh. That was very thoughtful.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them. Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
Ah, Traveler. Paimon.
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every once in a while.
That sounds like something he'd say. Are you interested in these...
Oh, I'm well aware. I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I won. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the
Fatui teamed up with the...
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who's... But why would you sell a hero?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed, whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better than following them to the grave.
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flint. Could you tell me if...
Of course.
So
this person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey, you!
What a coincidence.
Wait, real? I first encountered the humor and intelligence of Trendy Z the more I heard about your order. So when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name. And now...
It's those...
So what I'm getting is that...
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row. So we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out, so...
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over, meet me at the harbor and not...
I see.
Does he not realize what's going...
Also, considering our smooth collaborations thus far, this guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival faction. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, they're sure to find easier targets to vent their frustration. So look after those...
Huh. So this guy has been responsible for more than one...
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes...
Vorka!
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes. And on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch. Since some...
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh? Oh, and Varga, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good. But not Mondstadt wine. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around...
Oh, that's true. You're not gonna rep...
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for... If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime.
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally...
Hey, tell me... Though I'm with any luck?
Well, good luck at...
I can't believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a
I know. That's why I'll be taking this up with them directly.
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you representing the Dawn Winery, or are you here as Owl?
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the winery's products.
I understand. But please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the Dawn Winery. Our long-standing collaboration is far too valuable to me for that. No faction exists in Nodcry that can impose their will on everyone else. The rules we have now are a result of the tug-of-war. In any case, I only allowed this gentleman to sell his so-called Dawn Winery vintage here because I'm confident that it poses no threat to our collaboration.
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. You? I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from Nodcry. Imitations like the...
Oh, just you watch. One day, my wine will leave the Dawn Winery in the dust!
I'll grant that your wine is a perfectly palatable product. But the fact that you didn't dare to sell it without attaching our name to it speaks volumes. That alone tells me that I'll never need to worry about any serious competition from you.
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the Curatorium of Secrets for some tea with me and your two old friends?
Hey there!
I'm a...
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel. You in Dawn Winery Vintage.
See, Lolly, I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organizers. I'm afraid confronting him myself will be...
Do I have to do everything myself?
Oh, please! Granny Eatsley!
Chaska! Say, Lolly! What are you...
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling YeahBoi fragments at this expo. Pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here to get to the bottom of it. And hopefully keep things under control.
Oh. Okay, well, as it...
Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our YeahBoi are not for sale. This is just a shard of a YeahBoi pillar, and its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the YeahBoi.
About 800,000 more.
What?
Apparently, people outside of Natland don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars and start bragging that they found out. I didn't want to correct them, because that way I could drum up the price.
Ugh, forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the...
Oh, thank you.
Oh, don't start thinking you're... Uh-oh. It's Lord Sangima Bay! Oh, I wonder what we're in for this...
Well, hello! Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager YeahHoi? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Paimon's not remotely surprised to see...
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who complains. Every single Mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grow...
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people...
I know. Could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songemave, for me, please. How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss YeahBoi. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers.
Jeez, what a bar... Hey, it's Alice and Nicole!
Why, hello, Traveler and Paimon. Oh, quite the opposite. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out. We're here today to see how it's all... Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier.
What sort of pricing method is that?
Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of Mora, you collect courage, kindness, or happiness from the buyer. The key is to make people realize they don't have to be rich. With an excellence of character, even the treasures of the Hexen Circle are within your reach. Kinda like a Sealy guiding intrepid adventurers through various tribulations until they click. Not for me. We didn't sell much Hexen Circle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Sumeru specialties just to break even.
Wait, you're actually losing money, Dory?
You're saying our gifts didn't reach that many people? I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a head for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun little experiment. To make it up to you, all the revenue from our merchandise is yours.
Oh, they don't call you a great mage for... It's almost time for the expo to end. I'm asking for half a month's leave once we finally got time to relax. Yeah.
Sorry, but I've got a problem.
Same here. Yoda, you just jinxed it.
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and... no dice.
The same thing happened in goods first, pay later. That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse
The buyer did have guild-supplied certificate.
In that case, he's one of you. Pick him out of the crowd and we're good to go.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but...
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. Wait, so...
Miss YeahBoi, we need help! Ahti went into town a while...
What? Why would he...
He wanted to use the Mora we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return.
Gods, this...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's not panic.
Remember those people who targeted Ahti a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him, and are you... Sorry. Oh, should we rescue Ahti first? But not Christ. Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on!
Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver.
Oh, right.
Clank Clank crisis control switch activated. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Whoa! Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Notcry. If you wanted, you could turn this whole place upside down, but it won't last long, so think about what you want to do. In that case, let's get the stolen goods back.
All units, advance to rescue
Miss ya.
Orders received.
Ahti! You're all right!
Sorry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people.
They stole my expo certificate.
Let's just focus on what...
Inventory complete.
See? Told ya. With the Clink Clank crisis with so many bots around, we didn't have to choose between the rescue and getting the goods back.
I know.
These kids call me boss, and as their boss, it's my job to protect them. No,
thanks.
I know who's a great person.
To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation first. Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
अभी आ रही है? हाँ। अरे वो माइक को पता नहीं क्या हो गया। मैं तेरे से बात कर रहा था जब से तूने लिखा 5 स्टार। साला मतलब जब से मैं अकेले बड़बड़ कर रहा था यहाँ पे कोई सुन नहीं रहा था मेरी बात यार। सेकंड स्क्रीन होना जरूरी है। क्वेस्ट कर रहा था तो लगा उसमें फोकस है ना। मैं बात कर रहा था क्वेस्ट के बीच में बहुत बार। क्वेस्ट में फोकस क्या है? इतना कुछ नहीं भाई, मतलब फोकस याले गेम में लक अलग लेवल पे चल रहा है, इसलिए बस जाट लिखा चला गया। नहीं मैं ऐसा कुछ था नहीं, मैं क्वेस्ट में फोकस था, कम ही था। लेवल अप हाँ लेवल अप होता है वो। सबसे महंगा भी वो बन गया कमी। रुक जा अभी मेरे को लेना पड़ेगा। क्या हटाएंगे? 274 स्टॉक 72 आवर्स डिलीवरी लेना कमी ने 3000 का माल है भाई। ये बस कैरेक्टर बना रहा है। कितना कंटेंट है इसमें? या बस कैरेक्टर बना रहा है? बहुत कुछ तो है यार खेलने के लिए, बहुत कुछ है खेलने के लिए। रेसिंग वगैरह का बहुत मेरे को तो वही अच्छा लगा। बाकी गेम में रेस में बहुत मज़ा आया। और यहाँ पे मतलब मैं जो अभी था ना, रेस्टोरेंट वगैरह सब चेन सप्लाई, मतलब रेस्टोरेंट संभालना है पैसे कमाने के लिए ज़्यादा। नया बैनर आया क्या? नया बैनर आने वाला है। वो टाइम स्टॉप कर दिया ना बंदी, वो आने वाली है 9 घंटे में आने वाली है टाइम। मतलब अपने टाइम पे तो नहीं आने वाला, मतलब कल ही पुल करेंगे इसका। उसे पुल करेंगे वो बंदी पे, गारंटीड है। मतलब ऑल टाइम गारंटीड है कैरेक्टर्स को पुल करना बनता है। हाँ वही
Another busybody.
I'll provide backup.
मतलब कुछ करना भी नहीं पड़ा। गाड़ी मेरी है नहीं तो मैं कैसे भी चलाऊंगा। वेपन ये डिस्ट्रक्शन का होना चाहिए। ये गाड़ी अलग क्यों चल रही है? अरे कमी ना मैं दिखा इनको। रुक जा, पुलिस स्टेशन के आगे तक चलने दे, फिर बता दो सब। हम जब हिट करते हैं तो उससे चीजें टूटनी चाहिए। अच्छा मतलब कोई भी चीज हो। बिल्डिंग ना भी तो कम से कम व्हीकल टूटनी चाहिए। व्हीकल डैमेज होती है लेकिन ऐसा तितर बितर नहीं होती है। लेकिन ऐसी चीजें देख, जैसे ये चीज को मैंने ठोका था, यहाँ से तोड़ के इधर लाया ना, अभी ये दूसरी व्हीकल्स के बीच में आती है जाने के लिए। मतलब उनको अच्छे से जाने नहीं मिलता है। एक साले बाइक छोड़ के चले गए। सीधे का आधा मजा तो वही था। बे ऐसा क्या मॉडिफाई किया भाई बाइक ने बंदे? घोस्ट राइडर बन गई? नींद आ रही है तो घर जाना बन गई। तो बड्डी ब्लू hair strip very on blue hair strip on.
Pretty lively here.
समझ गया किसकी बात कर रहा है तू। ये वाला
Let's go.
Here I am. Nowhere to hide.
पता नहीं क्या हुआ, पता नहीं क्या हुआ। चलो उसने कोई मॉडिफाई किया था बंदे ने, पता है? और अपने पास है नहीं। क्या मस्त लग रहा था। अरे हाँ मतलब वो बंदे, मेरी बाइक नहीं है ना, वो उसकी बाइक है। साले ने कैसे किया मेरे को भी नहीं समझता है ना। इसमें फर्स्ट पर्सन मोड है, हाँ है ना? एकदम से थोड़े कैरेक्टर के पिक्सल गायब हो गए तो लग रहा। यहाँ गए वापस, गायब हुए तो थोड़े सेकंड के लिए वापस आ गए उससे जल्दी। बुथिंग वेव्स का फर्स्ट पर्सन वाला सीन देखा है? ना ना, कुछ गजब है क्या?
Oh, Coco knows mint best.
मिंट तेरे खाने का सामान खत्म हो गया लगता है।
There aren't many gifts in this world that would make me this happy.
डेली की 3 लिमिट है कोई भी गिफ्ट देने की। फोन पे देख। First person view. फर्स्ट पर्सन व्यू में लोग बस नीचे देख रहे हैं। चल रहा है। This game disappointed me after seeing the site that was in Wuthering Waves.
Pretty lively here.
Wuthering Waves में कुछ फर्क नहीं है और इसमें
Welcome to DSD, home.
हम मिरर में दिखते हैं क्या? नहीं, मिरर में नहीं दिखते हैं। उस दिन बिल्डिंग के रिफ्लेक्शन में देख रहा था, नहीं दिखते हैं। वुथरिंग वेव्स में दिखते हैं? वुथरिंग वेव्स गजब होते जा रहा है। पता क्या? क्या पता बोलना चाहता है? लॉगिन तो मारा था। दिन वाला 6 पे अटका है।
Waka Waka on Anomaly Volume 2 is officially on sale.
वाका वाका बोली?
Discount.
क्या तो कुछ है नहीं।
Noted. Trust me.
वुथरिंग वेव्स साइबरपंक के साथ कोलैब कर रहा है। क्या करना है भाई कोलैब? Octopus.
Oh, Coco knows mint best.
क्या हो गया? ये कहाँ पे मिल रहा है? यार उसको देख के मेरे को भूख लग गई सच में।
The anomaly mentioned in the commission seems to be nearby. The chaotic aura is getting stronger.
दुकान बंद हो गई साला इसके कारण। आगे हरामी तो भी मैं मत जाना।
The chaotic aura is getting stronger. The chaotic aura is getting stronger.
Perfect angle.
ऊपर तो कुछ नहीं है।
The wind's just right.
The chaotic aura is getting stronger. The chaotic aura is getting stronger.
तो करना क्या है भाई? करना है समझ नहीं आ रहा। कल मैं उसके वोट को देने आया था लेकिन नहीं दिखा ना तो
I'll provide that. Route secured. Now it's time. Target confirmed. I'll handle this. Target confirmed.
A new space? I might want to tread very carefully here.
abandoned campus occupied by anomalies.
Fate splinter and fracture.
चलो इसमें जितने भी एरिया मतलब जितना भी ऐसे क्वेस्ट इसमें आया ना तो पूरा हॉरर वाला ही फील आता है.
No loose ends.
That red door might be the key. About time this campus tour came to an end.
एसी तो दिख रहा है. बजे
I swear, nothing can ever beat this.
Daily limit.
Did you want Kiramaru to cover a mistake you made? Or just name it! Kiramaru will deal with it.
बंदे को बलि का बकरा बना दिया. क्या चाहिए भाई तेरे को मेरे से? दो फ्री के पुल में है. इसके बाद 3 चाहिए भाई मेरे को.
I'll provide backup. Thanks for the reading. Appreciate this. Target confirmed. Spin and clear. Thanks for the reading. इवेंट में 30 हंटर जनरल में जाने कितना मिल रहा है अपने को? आ, 30 में 15 पुल्स है और 40 में 10 पुल्स वाले होते हैं. अच्छा अच्छा.
Let me take over.
Come on.
ये अनलॉक नहीं किया ना तुमने देखा क्या गड़बड़ हुई वो अनलॉक करने जाना ये गड़बड़ हुई वहाँ पे
Trust me.
I'll handle this part.
उसका स्किल समान है. अरे उसके ये कैरेक्टर का स्किल है, वो दूसरे कैरेक्टर नहीं कर सकता.
I don't. I'm ready.
नहीं मेरी बाइक नहीं है. अरे इसका स्किल है वो, इसका स्किल है वो. ये बैठती तभी होता है वो. ये हटाया.
I will see through the nexus.
Stick to the plan.
ये कैरेक्टर बाइक चलाता है ना, मतलब स्टोरी में बताना है. वाइट जैसे फिर इफेक्ट रिव्यू ब्लू क्यों डाला? क्या पता. साला उसमें पैरेलल यूनिवर्स दिखाता है. सरप्राइज है.
Trust me.
मेरी बाइक चले जाएंगे वहां से. कमीना साला. कल ये टाइम तक मैं अप्रेसर चेंज नहीं कर सकता. देख क्या कर रहे हैं. कूल डाउन क्यों डाल देते हैं? यहाँ पर 10 बार चेंज ना करे लोग.
I'll provide backup.
ये गाड़ी में बैठी तो गाड़ी से भी बेची होगा। खुद की गाड़ी में सिर्फ अप्रेसर बैठता है। मेरे भी दिमाग मैप छोटा लगा यार, मैप बहुत छोटा लगा, थोड़ा बड़ा चाहिए था। कितना पैसा हो गया वैसे? अच्छा ये नहीं किया मैंने भाई। 10 लाख हो गए भाई आज तो अपने पास। 10 लाख हो गए, 10 लाख पैसा आ गया है। अच्छा खासा पैसा मतलब बिजनेस से आ रहा है। समझ रहा है तू भाई इसका मतलब? समझ रहा है? नहीं 40 लाख की गाड़ी है, 30 लाख चाहिए बस मेरे को। चलो पैसा जमा करते 1 करोड़ की लेंगे ना डायरेक्ट। बिजनेस चल गया। हाँ मैं रेस्टोरेंट्स वगैरह इसमें खोलने का ऑप्शन है ना, तो मैंने 3 ब्रांच खोला है, एक और खोलना बचा है। रेगुलरली जाके पैसे कट करना पड़ता है।
Why did you bring me?
हर बार रोज अलग लड़की बुलाता क्या बात? लेवल अप लेवल रीच हो चुका है और सबका मैक्स करेंगे तो हो जाएगा, मजा आ जाएगा। 4 खोला है मैंने, सॉरी 5वां खोलने का है। वो लेवल 25 को खोलेगा और मेरा लेवल 22 है अभी, मतलब ये टॉप का लेवल।
Recipient confirmed.
मुझे साइकिल बेंड हो गई, देखा तूने यहाँ पे? साइकिल टूट गई वहां पे। टूटती तो है लेकिन हर एक नहीं, कुछ कुछ चीजें टूटती है। फाइटिंग गेम्स खेला है जैसे कि मॉडल कॉम्बैट वगैरह।
Stay balanced.
मॉर्टल कॉम्बैट मैंने कितना खेला है, प्लेस्टेशन 5 में मैंने नहीं खेला है। मैंने मॉर्टल कॉम्बैट एक प्लेस्टेशन 2 वाला खेला है, वो उसमें वो स्टोरी मोड वाला था, वो ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता था तो वो खेला है मैंने। एक आर्मागेडॉन करके खेला है, मॉर्टल कॉम्बैट आर्मागेडॉन करके, और इसमें जो प्लेस्टेशन 5 में मॉर्टल कॉम्बैट है वो खेला है बस। मतलब उतना नहीं खेला है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा ऐसे खेला है, मतलब फ्री मिला तो डाउनलोड करके खेलने में कोई हर्ज नहीं। तो स्किल गजब है, होल्ड करो तो वो अटैक मारती है, फिर बाद में प्रॉपर होल्ड रिलीज होता है अपने आप, फिर और देती है। घर के अंदर रूम है, लेकिन रूम में दरवाजे ही नहीं है दरवाजा का ना।
Every time I race over that bridge, it's pure freedom.
Right? Especially when you catch a glimpse of the sea.
I want to join. क्या मैं वाली गाड़ी से रेस जीत सकता हूँ? सबसे मतलब सबसे पुरानी गाड़ी हो चुकी है वो। ट्राई करते हैं। तो 745 को पहुंचना है, 745 का स्टोर। चलो यार मैं भी निकलता हूँ, बस एक रेस करते निकलता हूँ मैं। रेडी होना है। हाँ मैं हारने वाला हूँ, वाली गाड़ी स्पीड है। भाई इनपुट कितना खेला है, वो इनपुट कॉम्बोज ना, वहाँ वो दिमाग खराब करते हैं। नहीं अभी थोड़ा टाइम है, थोड़ी देर बात करूँगा। हाँ मैं जाता हूँ, मेरे को जाना है, एक मूवी है थिएटर में, पता है वो दी मम्मी करके आ रही है, वो जा रहा हूँ। बहुत स्पीड है। नहीं हो पाएगा, ऐसा नहीं हो पाएगा। कौन सी मूवी है? दी मम्मी करके आई है, एक कोई हॉरर मूवी चल रही है थिएटर में। हाँ ढंग से रेस करूंगा तो हो जाएगा, मेरे को लगता है, मेरे को भी वही सोच रहा हूँ। अभी भी जीत सकते हैं, लाभ नहीं है ना, बहुत दूर हो गया। जद्दारी साला खेलना ही नहीं है, फिर से लगा। और रिस्टार्ट ही कर रहा हूँ मैं, बहुत दूर हो गया हूँ। अरे बहुत ज्यादा हो गया वो। बराबर ट्रिप नहीं मार पाया। हाँ हैंड ब्रेक तो होता है। मैंने बराबर मतलब वो कब मेरे को हैंड ब्रेक मारना चाहिए था वो नहीं किया मैंने बराबर, तो इसलिए वो वैसा हुआ, नहीं तो होता नहीं था। जैसे कि अभी, लेकिन मैं आगे तो अच्छा। स्पीड यहाँ बढ़ रही है। मेरी गाड़ी का पिकअप मतलब स्पीड और पिकअप ज़रा अच्छा है। फालतू से किया नहीं तो जीतूंगा। तीनों स्टार मिले हैं। इनकी कार सिलेक्शन दिखा कैसे है? व्हीकल सिलेक्शन मेरे पास एक ही थे, रुक जा दिखाता हूँ। बाय करने के लिए बहुत ऑप्शन है भाई। देख मेरे पास 10 लाख पॉइंट्स है। ये वाला परचेस है, मतलब वो ये वाला खास नहीं होता, इसमें टॉप अप करना पड़ेगा इसके लिए मेरे को। ये वाला खरीद सकता हूँ लेकिन नहीं चाहिए मेरे को। मेरी वाली ये है अभी 135 टॉप स्पीड है। सबसे पहली वाली गाड़ी यही है, सबसे सस्ती गाड़ी भी यही है, ठीक है, 50,000 की। ये है 350 के 146 टॉप स्पीड है। मॉडिफाई करके थोड़ी ज़्यादा 150 चले जाएंगे या फिर 155, पता नहीं। फिर ये उसके बाद आती है 155 स्पीड है 600 की। ये 17 लाख की गाड़ी है, 172 टॉप स्पीड है। ये 170 की टॉप स्पीड है। ये मतलब एकदम टॉप लेवल की गाड़ी है। फिर इसके बाद ही आती है 1 करोड़ 8 लाख भाई। और फिर ये तो मेरे को याला गोल पहले है, क्या कुछ तो मिलना चाहिए ना 40 कलेक्ट करने के बाद। तो ये सोच रहा हूँ ये लेता हूँ पहले। 180 टॉप स्पीड रहेंगी इसकी, और सबसे स्पीड तो ये है 1 करोड़ 20 लाख। और फिर बाइक में ये है 250 की, आराम से अभी ले सकता हूँ। और 24 की ये है, ये भी ले ही सकता हूँ अगर ट्राई किया तो। ये वाली गाड़ी देखा नहीं गई मैंने। और ये वाली गाड़ी से अभी रेस लगा रहे थे। सबसे महंगी वही कार है। हाँ, सबसे महंगी ये कार है। और ये कैसे परचेस करना मेरे को पता है। पीछे अनलॉक्ड है अभी तक।
Every time I race over that bridge, it's pure freedom.
Hey there.
Right? Especially when you catch a glimpse of the sea.
Think we could land a sponsor this
एक रेस रिवॉर्ड मिला है, चलो एक और लेते हैं। कितना बोल रहा है रिपेयर में? उतना रिपेयर की जरूरत नहीं है, चलो फिर। वो रेस वाला कितने का है? वो जो रेस में अभी जिस अपोनेंट की थी, अरे उसकी स्पीड ज्यादा उतनी नहीं है, 138 की स्पीड है, अपनी 135 स्पीड है। तो मैं सोचा नहीं अपग्रेड करने की जरूरत नहीं है। मैंने मेरी गाड़ी की टॉप स्पीड कैसी 1, हाँ क्या बोल रहा है तुम? अलग ही ट्रैक है, लैप रेस नहीं है होपफुली। मुझे रेस वाली थी कितने का? वो एकदम रेसिंग वाली, वो 1 करोड़ 20 लाख। और 1 करोड़ 8 लाख के दोनों भाई। अच्छा गो कार्ट वाला जो है ना वो टॉप अप करने से मिल रहा है, मतलब वो टॉप अप वाले पेज में है वो, तो उसे तक पैसे डाल के लेना है। अगर उसको परचेस का ऑप्शन उसको परचेस के लिए जा रहा हो तो डायरेक्ट टॉप अप पेज में भेज रहा हूँ, तो मैंने उसको देखा भी नहीं। शायद तक इन गेम में मिल जाएगी शायद। हाँ रियल मनी उतनी खास स्पीड नहीं है, उसको टेस्ट ड्राइव किया मैंने, उसका मज़ा नहीं उसका। उसकी 172 स्पीड जाती है टॉप, वो भी बूस्ट मारने के बाद, नहीं तो 140 में ही रहता है वो ऑल टाइम। मतलब उसमें बूस्ट है जो रेगुलरली भरता है, कम होता है, मतलब भरता है फिर यूज़ करने के बाद फिर डबल धीरे धीरे भरता है, जैसे NFS में भरता है कि नाइट वर्स। ठीक है अपन कार डालना चाहिए, क्या पता आगे जाके और डालेंगे, क्योंकि पता है ये सारी गाड़ी एक ही शोरूम में नहीं मिलती है। देख कुछ अच्छी है, जैसी गाड़ी लिया है ना मैंने, ये नॉर्मल शोरूम में मिल रही थी, और वो टॉप लेवल की गाड़ियाँ है ना वो एक रेगेलिया करके शोरूम है वहाँ पे मिल रही थी। और बाइक्स भी वही कंपनी की है, क्या पता और आगे डालेंगे। रेसिंग फीचर अच्छा है, ऑनलाइन प्लेयर्स के साथ हो गया ना भाई मज़ा आ जाएगा। यहाँ पे पहली बार आया। पास आ रहे हैं यार वो लोग, पूरा सीधा सीधा ही रास्ता है ना। मैं चला, चल मिलते हैं ब्रो। मेरे को काय को ठोका कमीने। चलो यार मैं भी निकलता हूँ, मेरे को जाना है। तो थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग भाइयों, मेरे साथ यहाँ तक रहने के लिए। मिलते हैं अगली स्ट्रीम पे जो है कल, तब तक के लिए बाय यार, गुड नाइट। एक भी बार पानी नहीं पिया मैंने आज इस स्ट्रीम पे, वाह। ठंडा तो है।